Artificial intelligence is the greatest, and not great compared to other things, but it's the most significant entity to come into our life in a long time. In a long time. And everything stands on the shoulder of giants. AI stands on the shoulder of computing, which stands on the shoulders of mathematics. But the thing about AI is it's going to change the average human orientation as far as leaving the mind, eventually feeling safe to leave the mind and entering a different orientation. I suspect the heart will be that orientation, but it's just going to be something other than the mind, I'll say. So we've been in a embodiment of an orientation of our mind, at least in the way that the modern Western history, all this, that kind of stuff is what I'm more familiar with. So I'm speaking from that lens, from Greek to, Descartes, like, and just modern day feeling too. And so we've been in this orientation of mind for a long time. The mind is a closed universe. The mind suspends the truth of that which is infinite, and it puts parameters on it. It makes a pretend version of that which is inherently hilarious, inherently wrong. It's going to be a caricature of that which is, if you're lucky. And so when you exist from this mind orientation, you're existing from this limited perception of reality, of living in this cartoon version that's closed off, that's a closed system. When you start to orient from the heart, you're now operating within the maybe truth or a truth that existence is really an open system. At least that's an option for us. There are no parameters. And so the reason this is such a significant thing compared to others is it's changing us. It's going to switch us from mind orientation to heart orientation. At least that's my guess. And that kind of shift, that is a change in an evolution of consciousness. Not to say it's better, but it's a change to your state of being is so radically different. And right now, there can be someone that already exists in this heart orientation, but what happens is if they go into the world where it's still a predominant mind orientation most of the time, they have to go there to resonate. They have to go there to resonate. And maybe some heart people, it's maybe even challenging for them to go to the mind and resonate. But basically, this resonance has to happen. And what happens is that the mind is the predominant resonance in which we interact. So it's not that it's 99% mind right now by any means, but it's just the dominant one, the one in which we try to problem solve, the one in which we relate. So this is a really big shift in that the AI is so powerful in this type of stuff, in closed system stuff, mathematical operating, that, and we happen to have enough food and stuff like that right now, globally. It's not a true issue, only an issue in distribution, perhaps. But this state of abundance is going to allow us to feel safe, to come into the heart and start being from there. So, interesting things coming soon.